Hello everybody, we are back with Angelina today. We're going to be making some Jingalov huts. It's a bread that is traditionally made in the Republic of Artsakh in Armenia. So here we are with Angelina, and she absolutely loves that bread, and these are really great for children to eat, and we're going to show you how it's all made. So what we have today is we actually made simple dough for us, and the dough consists of just 2.5 cups of water. And then we also have, we had also placed some, of course, flour and a little bit of salt to taste, and a pinch of salt and a little bit of olive oil, or any kind of oil that you would like to use. Once everything is mixed, we actually used our mixer, and then once everything is mixed, I needed to dip the dough, and I actually set it aside for approximately 5-6 hours. You don't really have to do you don't have to wait that long. So we actually waited a little bit longer than needed, but it's okay. The dough is definitely better. So there is no yeast in it. There is no other ingredients except for water, flour, a little bit of salt, and a tiny bit of oil. And in our case, we actually used olive oil.
And if we have a little, we might show you how make pizza or
if we have any leftover, yes, we will do that. So we're gonna get a little bit. Can you bring me that plastic thing?
This?
Bring that. All right. So what we have is basically we have our dough here. So the dough is ready, and we're just gonna cut it up into like little round pieces like so, and literally it should just fit into the palm of your hand, and just make a little bit of a circle, and then Angelina is gonna go ahead and start opening up the dough for me.
And tell them what you put in.
Yeah, I'm going to. So I'm gonna do that. So Angelina is actually gonna start with her dough business here. She knows what to do. We've made this together many times, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my little own thing. Oh, you know what I need? I need some oil, and I need some. I need salt and oil. Okay. All right. So all I have is I actually have my dough that is I'm just gonna put it here, and you can cover it with a towel if you want to. We're gonna just use it immediately. So our dough. We have our dough. The next thing we need is our olive oil, which we have here, and we also need a little bit of salt. And can you get me the red pepper too? So here we have. What do I have in this container? So in this container, I have a whole bunch of greens, such as romaine lettuce. I have chard. I have fennel. I have parsley, cilantro, spinach. I also have dill. And you can put any sort of greens that you would like to put. Literally anything works. And traditionally, there is many more greens that are being put in there. So today we're going to be using whatever we have, and all of this is from our garden. So all I did is I basically chopped everything finely. I'm going to add a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, and then I'm going to add a little bit of Aleppo pepper, and this you can find at any Mediterranean store. And we're going to add a little bit of olive oil, but in our case, we're going to actually use avocado oil today, simply because we have that. So we'll use this today. All right, so this is all we need, and we're just going to set it aside, and we'll mix it in just a few moments. So the next thing we want to do is we want to open up our dough, and then I'll show you what to do with it. Again, we're just going to get a little bit of dough, just as big. Make a little circle, make a little pancake.
It's good, Mom?
Use your hands. Yeah, make it a little bit thinner. And we want to open this as thin as possible. The thinner it is, the better literally it tastes.
Yeah.
And then we're going to stuff all of this with the greens, which I'll show you how those are done. And it's really simple. As soon as you get a hold of it, it's really not complicated to make it. And it's super delicious, and it's very healthy, especially if you're making it with your own dough and know what type of ingredients that you're using.
This good, Mom?
Yeah, better. Open up a little bit more.
I did.
So all we're doing is just trying to open this as thin as possible, and you can actually open it in a form of a kind of an oval like this. but any shape, literally any shape will work. But traditionally, it's in the form of an oval.
It's stuck.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right. So,
Okay.
and can you take out one of the? Can you take out the one from
Can you
the
take
pan?
this out though?
Yeah, let's take it out. All right, we have a little problem here with Angelina. We didn't put enough of the flour, but that's okay. Problem solved. A little bit more flour, and we should be fine.
Mom, is it this one?
The big one. Take out the very big
I don't know
one.
which one is the
The
big
really big one. It's flat and it's pretty big.
one. It is this.
Yeah, that one's good. I don't need the cover. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take a pan and we're going to heat it up. We're going to put it right in the middle here. We're going to heat this business up. All right. We don't need to add any olive oil, nothing. We literally
It
don't
needs
need
to
it.
be big.
Could you do me a favor? Can you bring me one? Yes.
Okay, but Mom, you're
That's fine.
putting the greens.
Yeah, I will.
That's
It's okay. Don't worry about it. You work on the dough, okay? All right. You work on the dough business, and I'll do the rest. So this is how big we have opened it, and I'm gonna put this aside, and I'm going to actually just mix the greens with my gloves on. So all I'm doing is just mixing everything real nicely, and if you feel that this is not enough greens for you, you can definitely add more. But today I'm just making this many, and if the dough remains, we can always make some pizza out of it, or we can make some flatbread, and it turns out super delicious. So all of our greens are mixed,
I don't
and
know how you
I'm
do
mixing
this.
it with my hand simply because it's just more convenient. And then I'm going to take off my glove because I don't want the greens to be sticking onto
Could you help me, Mom?
the dough. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, and we're gonna put a whole bunch of, give me 1 second.
How do you do this?
Give me 1 second. Let me just finish this and I'll show you how it's done, okay? So once I put the greens in, just like so, I hope you
Is
can
enough?
see it, and a little bit more. So we put a whole bunch of greens in here, and you have to be generous with this. Don't feel like you don't have enough. I'm gonna take off my other glove, and then what we're gonna do, we're just gonna bring the ends together and kind of stick them together, and we're gonna make this into almost like a shape of a boat.
Don't you not want this to dry, Mom?
We can put a towel on top.
Okay.
It's right here.
Is enough, Mom?
All right, so once it's good. So once we have this all ready, all right, so we're gonna kind of pinch the ends like this, and we're going to just press on it just a couple of times, just like that. Make this into a shape of like almost like a little boat or like a surfboard, sort of a shape, and it's ready. There we go, and this is ready to be cooked on the stovetop without any oil or any additions. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna transfer it right over here, and then I'll come to it, and then we will go ahead and continue. So this is the one that Angelina made. It's a little bit out of shape, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. You can always correct it. It's not a big deal. So we'll make it into a different shape. And literally, you can make it into any shape that you want to, but again, traditionally, it's made into a shape of a surfboard or a boat. All right.
Mine.
And Angelina loves to help me with this. Don't you? I can tell. She loves working with the dough, which is pretty awesome. All right. Well, this one looks like a little triangle, but who cares? We can still work with it. Doesn't really matter. A little bit of flour here. Okay. So I just want to make sure that I don't burn this business here that I have. Use a little spatula and turn this on.
There's bread sticking in there.
All right.
Oh, yeah, bread in there.
Yes, I do have bread and there's a timer. There's 21 more minutes going there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're gonna have our little container right over here.
It's not.
Little cooling rack, and as soon as this is ready, we'll show you what it looks like. Again, it's super delicious, and I'm just gonna grab a little spoon so I can add it without getting my hands all with grease. So again, we're just gonna go ahead and add a generous amount of this,
This is all I can
and
do now.
that looks great. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me finish what I'm
Can I
doing.
put this in here?
Okay, you can put it right there. Let's go. And the greens smell amazing. When they're fresh, they're fresh. And again, these ones we actually got it from our garden this afternoon. So all I'm doing is just pinching these together. My dough is a little stuck onto the board, but it's okay. There is a solution for everything. So I'm just gonna get the ends, pinch them together.
Can I have a scraper?
Yep. And I think the one that we've just made is almost ready to come out of the stove. I'm just gonna turn it one more time. That's actually ready, though it should be ready in a few seconds. So, and this one is a little bit out of shape, but it's okay. You know, it's fun cooking with the kids. It's all good. And this business is ready. So this is what it looks like. This is the finished product. No need for the oil. It's delicious. You can eat it as a snack. You can pack it for your kids for lunch. You can make it into small size, large size, whatever size you want to. But it's absolutely delicious. And this one, it's out of shape, but that's okay. We're not complaining. We are working with what we've got.
Yeah.
Because we're having fun in the kitchen with Angelina. Alrighty. So the next one, you can see it's a little bit too small, so I'm just gonna open up a little bit, and then we'll get this going.
I can make it in a circle now.
You can make it into a circle. You can make it any shape you want to. A triangle, circle, a diamond shape, a pentagon, an octagon, whatever you want to make it. So here we go again. Angelina is doing a great job opening up the dough for me. So always get your kids involved. They really do appreciate this time with you, and it's really fun to do things together. Plus, when they're involved with making their own food, they like it better. They want to taste it. All right, I'm gonna just turn this one, and I'll be back. There we go. All is ready. So again, this one I'm just picking up the ends and just squishing them together, kind of pinching them together, and making them into a surfboard or a boat shaped
So I could do, Mom.
pancake. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, so this one is already also ready, and you can see the shape of it. Nice and beautiful. And Angelina is helping me with the dough. Let me give you some. There we go. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay, you're gonna need some. Alright, so our second one is ready. We're gonna move on to our third one. And you see how fast it is. If you have somebody helping you, like your children, it actually is so much fun to make. And it doesn't take too long of a time. Alright. So last time when we used this much of the flour and of the dough, we actually were able to make, I think, 35 or 36 pieces.
It's like a small dough,
yeah,
but you could do like so much.
Yeah, you can do a lot of it. So this one is a little bit smaller, and Angelina loves to take this to school for lunch, and it's really good. It's very healthy, and all the ingredients again from our garden, and we're happy about that. So we have romaine lettuce, we have spinach, we have fennel, dill, parsley, cilantro. I don't have any green onions, but you can add green onions to it too. So I'm gonna leave this here, turn the other one around.
I'm making a weird shape.
This one is almost ready. And take a look at this one, how beautiful this is. It fits in the palm of your hand.
That
And
one's
then as
not
soon as,
mine.
this one's yours? Yeah, you make this one. Yeah.
I need help on this one.
Okay. Let me put this and then we'll take it.
Okay, you do this one.
Okay. Let me get this here.
Did you put pepper in that? Okay. You just cut it.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Put a little bit of flour. There we go. Alrighty. So I'm gonna take this one out because this is super ready. And see how fast this is happening? It really doesn't take much
It's
time
just a
to
quick.
make this. And in fact, the reason why we're making it is because tomorrow she's gonna take this to lunch, and she's been wanting us to make this for a while. So I think it's perfect timing, right, Inch? Perfect timing for lunch. Tomorrow is Monday, school is in session, so we want to make sure our kids are fed and healthy lunch is packed with them. So we're gonna take a couple more, show you a couple more, and then that'll be it. And on the other side, we actually have bread that's baking. And we made that yesterday, had it sit in the refrigerator for overnight, and we have 21 minutes left with the,
Mom, I'm just gonna make it in shape. You do the other stuff.
yeah, that's fine, whatever you want to make.
Cause it's
Mommy will make it work, okay? Whatever shape you want to make it into. Go ahead and make it into any shape you want to make.
I'm just gonna like flatten it out,
Yep.
and then I'm just gonna give it to you so you can
No
roll
problem. No problem. You do whatever you can do, okay?
it. I'll make it. Cause then
But you can try make it better, so it's fine too. Alright, so we're gonna make one more, and then we're gonna show you what this business looks like. And again, the greens smell amazing.
amazing.
Just absolutely amazing. And Angelina is gonna eat for this for her lunch, maybe for a couple of days. If it remains in the refrigerator, of course. Because usually things do not remain in the refrigerator for too long.
Whatever we make, and then the next day it's gone.
It's gone. Yep, then we have to make
Or
it again.
Like in an hour,
It's gone.
it's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. Alrighty, this next one is also ready. I'm going to turn this off for now, but take a look how gorgeous it is. And it's absolutely delicious. And it's a really good good lunch idea. Kind of on-the-go lunch.
It's like you could
For
make it like
children
in a,
of any ages. Even adults. I love this too. It's so
this could be
so,
like
so
a
healthy.
mini bread.
That could be a mini bread. Alright, so this one is ready. We're gonna send this here. I turned
Like
it
you
off,
just
and let's turn it back on. Alrighty. So thank you for watching us, and we will be back and we'll show you some more. So take a look and enjoy Jingalov huts. Here we are with Angelina. We'll be back soon.